Season greetings, happy holidays, and Merry Christmas to you all. Yes, it is actually Christmas 2019, and yes, there will be a Christmas special, basically a Christmas haul video, if that makes sense. Basically, where I take what I got, I show it to you guys, and then, I just go over what I basically got, what I was most excited for, that kind of thing. But before we get into that great establishment, I decided I'm gonna actually take my time and discuss some of my favorite Christmas classics that you all should watch. Now, obviously, I'm not gonna sit here and go through all of them because we'd be here forever. So instead, I'm just gonna list a few, and then at the end, I'm gonna list some bonus songs, which are some of my favorites, and you should probably go give them a listen. Because, why not? So starting off this list, I'm going to begin with Charlie Brown's Christmas. Yes, this is a cult classic and is still to this day recognized and celebrated 50 years, I think back in 2016, and is still recognized to this day. Charlie Brown Christmas follows Charles Schulz's Peanuts as they go through in Christmas, and really to kind of give it a real feeling that still exists to today. People who think that Christmas is all about the gifts and all about the establishment, and basically taking Christmas what it is and turning it into something that it's not. And I really think that the aesthetics of it really do work, and I really still love it to this day. And besides, if I can be honest, Vince Guaraldi is really good in my opinion, and overall the music is what really sold that classic. So if you have the time or the chance to actually pick this one up, which you get through television, Charlie Brown Christmas is definitely one I can highly recommend to everybody because it was such a great phenomenon. Okay. Coming off the list, I'm going to be talking about The Year Without a Santa Claus. This is a cute one that has Mickey Rooney and Shirley Booth doing voice acting work. In this Christmas classic, Mickey Rooney, who voices Santa Claus, gets sick with a cold and he cannot go up for the Christmas season. And he kind of like depressed and down, which actually has a really big dramatic feeling for someone who is Santa Claus, someone who we view as jolly, giving, and never really into the depression thing. But here we actually figure out, wow, this is a Santa Claus who's really depressed and always like and kind of down in this one. So it's up to Seth to Mrs. Claus and two elves named Jingle and Jangle to go after and find some Christmas spirit. And this one is still a classic to me and my older sister because Heat Miser and Snow Miser. Go and listen to those songs and try not to tap your foot. And I can guarantee you, you will be tapping your foot. It is a classic. It is shown every year, and if you can for your little ones or for yourself to treat yourself to something with, I highly recommend checking out The Year Without a Santa Claus. Coming in at number 3, The Nightmare Before Christmas. Honestly, if you don't ever have not seen this one and you think, is it gonna be scary? Not really. It stars Jack Skellington, voiced by Danny Elfman, when he's singing. I don't know who the other voice actor is, but when he's singing, it's Danny Elfman. Danny Elfman does a lot of voices in this and a lot of singing, which in my opinion, he is one of the greatest singers I've ever heard. But it follows Jack Skellington, who's starting to get bored of doing Halloween. And he sits there and goes, yeah, we're doing the same thing every single year, nothing's new, everything's the same. And I just, lose the feeling of it. Which, coming off from someone who done YouTube, that kind of feels like something that you would say, but you always find something new and exciting to bring to the screen. Even for movie directors and movie makers. So Jack actually stumbled into the forest where he stumbled upon like a culture of trees, so to speak. You have like Thanksgiving, Easter, St. Patrick's Day, and he stumbled upon Christmas, which was the one that he really fell into. This has an enjoyable cast of characters, a lovable cast of characters, and really great music performed, written by Danny Elfman himself. And if you're a fan of Tim Burton stuff, like The Corpse Bride or anything that Danny that Tim Burton had done. I think he also did James and the Giant Peach. If you're a fan of his work, highly recommend checking out The Nightmare Before Christmas. It is definitely a great one. Coming in next is one that my father really loves and deserves a spot on this list because it's one of my favorite too, A Christmas Story. This one is a cult classic phenomenon and was a huge and popular success, though it was a very, really low budget movie and there was a lot of mistakes made in it, but you know what? People still love this movie still to this day. It follows a young boy named Ralphie who really wants this Christmas of his to be the best one yet, and he really wants this Red Ryder BB gun. However, every time when he wants one, everyone keeps telling him the same thing. You'll shoot your eye out. So he is in a desperate attempt to do anything that he can to get the Red Ryder BB gun, and it follows a lot of shenanigans, a lot of great stuff that happens, and a lot of hijinks too. It is funny, it's charming, and it still holds the spirit of what could happen during your Christmases. Because as they always say, or in my opinion, not all of your Christmases can be white and merry. So some can be pretty disappointing. But it does have a surprise ending. I'm not gonna spoil what that is, but well done. Well done. I really do enjoy that one very, very much. The next one on this list is one that is one of my personal favorites, and that is The Life and Adventures of Santa Claus. In this one, if we follow Santa Claus but in different origin, then this time he is abandoned by humans, maybe that his mother got killed or something, it's never really established, and he's found by a clan of basically fairies and gnomes and other creatures of mythology. And so he grows up with them, and they kind of teach him to be a kind and kindred spirit, which he ends up doing so, growing up to be Santa Claus. And at the end, when and there's like these like clan of like evil trolls, I think they are. They're trying to establish, like trying to destroy Christmas and everything that it stands for, and they're trying to destroy Santa, and it leads for a big epic battle, in my opinion. And I have to say the ending is really, really sweet, and I cannot get enough of this movie. The only thing is, it's so obscure and it's so weird to kind of find now. So if you're going to try to find it, good luck, because I tried to catch it on TV once and it was on so early in the morning I missed it, and it was not on purpose. Coming in lastly on this list, and there's a lot of different Christmas Carol ones that I'm a fan of, but we're going to establish this one first. And I believe it was in the 1930s, I think it's 1937 or 39 when this movie was made. It is with Alistair Smythe, called A Christmas Carol. This one is definitely one of my favorites, and I'm going to establish why. This one was made in the 30s. This was before like all the high tech and fancy technology was made. But they took so much time and effort to personify what is A Christmas Carol and transform it into this fantastic movie. This movie, I will warn you, is very slow paced. It moves at a slower pace. It tries to personify who Scrooge is before moving on. And yes, it is a black and white movie, and yes, you might find it like cheesy, but Alistair Smythe's acting is really very done. The writing was really done, and the directing is amazing. If you have the time, I would definitely recommend checking this one out. It's with Alistair Smythe. I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing his last name right, but he is such a gifted actor, and he gives such a gifted performance. And lastly, I'm going to mention this one because I have to. A Muppet's Christmas Carol. This one gives a new spin on the tale, and we have the Muppet telling us the story of the Christmas Carol. We have Kermit as Bob Cratchit. We have his little son as Tiny Tim. We have Miss Piggy as Mrs. Cratchit. I don't know her name. And Michael Caine, the talented Michael Caine as Ebenezer Scrooge. And Michael Caine is never dull. He is never there was never a dull moment with Michael Caine. He is such a gifted and talented actor, and I really love him so much. If you love the Muppets, and if you are a fan of Michael Caine, or you just want a new spin on A Christmas Carol, I recommend this one. It is so funny, so cute, and so charming. You'll love it. And now for a quick span on some of my favorite Christmas songs. Number one, Nat King Cole of the Christmas song. I can listen to this song for hours on end. I could listen to it all day long. I'd never get tired of it. Nat King Cole is one of my favorite singers of all time, and he gives such a great performance when he does a Christmas song. It combines the elements of the song, the tune to every single song in it, and Nat King Cole does, in my opinion, the better version. Yeah, I know other people take a spin on it, but he definitely my most favorite. Number two, Rascal Flatts, White Christmas. Yeah, as being a country fan and a country music fan, Rascal Flatts is definitely my favorite country group in the world. And if you've never heard them sing White Christmas, you really need to go and do so. This performance is only three men, basically a trio, who sing the song, and they do it so beautifully. If you're not really a fan of country, I would just recommend just giving it a try, because you won't be disappointed by what these gentlemen can do. They are a great and talented bunch, and in my opinion, they have the best music to bring to the table. Number three, Weird Al's The Night Santa Went Crazy. If you're into like really funny and charming songs, The Night Santa Went Crazy will make you chuckle and make you laugh. Weird Al is always a great guy to listen to. And yes, when it comes to this song, you will sit there and go, okay, that's pretty funny. I would highly recommend watching it because it is such a charming song, and it is greatly fantastic. You go and check it out. I can't do it justice, just go listen to it at least once. Next, Alvin and the Chipmunks. Yes, the Alvin and the Chipmunks Christmas time song. This is a classic that should be for anybody, and they play it on the radio every single year, and I sincerely can listen to it and not even care that they play it because it is such a great classic. Alvin and the Chipmunks are basically in a recording studio as a joke to the song, and they are performing the song with Dave. I had to think of his name on my Dave, and it is such a great phenomenon. I think this was the first introduction song to the Chipmunks as well, and this one is such a great classic, and just go and listen to it just at least once because it is such a charming and charismatic song. And finally, the last one that I can recommend to you on this list is one done by, and want to be sure that I'm right here, is Faith Hill. At first, for the longest time, I thought it was Mariah Carey. It is not. Mariah Carey wrote the song, but she is not behind it. It is Faith Hill. And this is the song from the Ron Howard, Jim Carrey, 2001, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Where Are You Christmas? This is one of my favorite performances by Faith Hill. Again, coming off from being a country fan, I've heard a lot of her songs, and this one is still one of my favorites to this day. She brings so much flavor and so much a good quality to the song, and I don't think anyone else could do it justice, really, except if you are Faith Hill. Faith Hill did such a great job. The actress who played Cindy Lou in the movie, she did a good performance, you know, especially being a child actor. But when it comes to Faith Hill, someone who done music for a pretty long time, it's like, oh my god, like, you just want to be like, I want this person to sing forever now. So that is what I think, and you guys should go and listen to Where Are You Christmas by Faith Hill, really great song. And those are my cartoon classics that you should watch, and also it is some of the songs that you should watch. If you have a favorite that I did not mention on the list, don't worry, there's always next year. So be sure to tell me what your favorite cartoon classic is and why. I would love to hear some feedback. If there's one that I missed, I'm terribly sorry if I missed your favorite classic, but there's always next year and another year, and you know, there are plenty of Christmas classic and movies that are being made every day, basically. So I'm sure that you will find it on this list somewhere down the line. So I just want to wish you all Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, a Happy Kwanzaa, a Happy Holiday to you all, depending on what you celebrate. Feliz Navidad if you prefer that too. So, anyways, we're gonna get into the Christmas special as soon as I can. So be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss the Christmas special that will be coming up. I don't know when, so but sometime today. So also be sure to hit that bell icon in case that you're afraid of missing the video, so you'll stay updated with everything. You can follow me at Twitter with a link in the description below, so you can be basically almost quickly notified if you're on Twitter when these videos are uploaded. You can check out some more of my other videos. And thank you guys so much for watching. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I'll see you soon.